See, we have a couple people here. Hello, change your girl. Your thoughts on you. Hope all is well. Can you hear me good? Let me know if you can hear me good. Yes, you can hear. It's a bit of, is the echo gone now? Hello, Eileen Williams. I'm glad to see you guys. All right, good. We got it worked out. So today we're going to be doing some chocolate covered strawberries. So we got our strawberries soaking right now. How are you guys doing today? Are you doing good? It's chilly here in Michigan. I don't know where everybody is watching from, but it's actually like the warmest day this week. So it's getting better. The warmest day is like 15 degrees, right? It may have gotten to 20 degrees. So right now we got our strawberries and we just cleaned them. So how I clean these strawberries is I take them and I put them in cold water, and I put baking soda or salt in the water, and I let them sit there for maybe like 5 or 10 minutes. And then I take each one and I just dry it off. Just like water and oil don't mix, water and chocolate don't mix. So we're just gonna take each one and dry them off. You want to be really careful when you're making them, because when you put them in the salt or in the baking soda, it brings out the impurities, and then you want to just check them. For instance, this one here has like a soft spot, so you want to just check the strawberries as you are cleaning them, so that you know which ones are good to use. Try and make sure you get some that are a decent size, but most importantly that they don't have any soft spots in them. If they end up having soft spots when you go to put the chocolate coating around, they can actually mold, M-O-L-D, inside of the chocolate covering that's around. And if you have like a lot to do, like I know Valentine's Day is coming up. You are planning to make these for that. You want to try to do them like 24 hours ahead of time at the most. Because if you do it too early, the strawberries go bad inside of the chocolate casing that you put them in. So just a few tips. Obviously, you want the ones that look juicy. You want to pull back the leaves and make sure. See this brown spot? Make sure you get all of the little dead leaves off. Thank you. You guys, make sure if you have any questions, you put it into the comment section. Let me know, have you ever made chocolate covered strawberries before? Is it your first time? Are you never ever gonna bake them? Plan on making some? Where are the best places to buy strawberries this time? Honestly, I always feel like the best place to buy strawberries is Sam's Club. They normally have like a big pack of strawberries because when you buy them by the pound, if you have to make a lot, it's really unlikely that you will get so many good strawberries at one time. I was actually surprised when I got these, but Sam's Club is a good place to get them. I got these ones from Aldi's just because I had to run there for some other things yesterday. Hey Tamala, how are you doing? So to clean the strawberries, I use either baking soda and water, or I use salt and water. So I just make sure I pat them dry. Don't squeeze them too much. Squeeze the life out of them. But make sure you inspect each one. All right, so we got a decent amount here that we're gonna use. So we can also talk about chocolate. There's lots of different types of chocolate that you can use to make chocolate covered strawberries. Some people prefer milk chocolate. Some people prefer white chocolate. I know some of my clients that I work with, they can't have dairy, so they prefer to use what's the dairy-free chocolate. Of course, if you want to do like chocolate, colorful chocolate, I always recommend Merkin's chocolate. That's one of a good one to use. I really like it. Yay, dairy free. Yeah, a lot of people like the dairy free options. So there's that. This is what the Merkin's chocolate looks like. They come in these little discs. Also, lots of candy milks come in different shapes like that. I like those. And when this chocolate like dries hard fast, and so I like to use that. This is an example of the Perkins chocolate that's melted. It melts really smooth, and I didn't have to add anything else to it. I just had to put it in the microwave and melt it. So that's a really good thing about this type of chocolate. So that's one type. As far as like dairy-free chocolate, this is the one that I use for dairy-free products. I like this because it's just like regular chocolate chips. And to me, it tastes like regular chocolate chips as well. So you see? So when you are eating them, you don't feel like you're missing out on anything with the chocolate. How much are they? So the Merkins chocolate, I normally buy it by the pound. And I get like a 10-pound bag, and it's like maybe like $26. But you can also buy like buy them by the pound. Here's an example of the Merkins chocolate. See how bright and colorful it is? I didn't add any color to this. It's already pre-colored, and it doesn't have like that like really yucky flavor that normal bright colored chocolate has. So we're going to talk about a couple different things. So depending on what kind of chocolate you get, some people don't want to buy just like one particular color. Some people like to get the white chocolate like I have here, and then they like to add color to it. So if you're gonna get the white chocolate and add color to it, make sure you get candy color. Sometimes these come in the same size as the gel food color, and if you get the gel food color instead of the candy color, it'll seize your chocolate. And one thing you don't want is your chocolate to seize while you are trying to make some chocolate covered strawberries. That's not good at all. So we can talk about the temperature of the chocolate as well. But before we do that, these come in lots of different shades. So we got pink right here, and then we have red, and it's lots of different colors. But make sure you get candy color when you color in the chocolate. And this right here is a candy color maker. So if you don't want to go out and get each different candy color and all you have is the gel, you will mix this with the gel food color, and then that's how you get the gel food color to be more thin and become like the candy food color. So one thing that I definitely know about chocolate is that it can burn super easily. So you want to make sure when you are melting your chocolate, you can melt it lots of different ways. So you can definitely use a microwave. You can use a double boiler. So a double boiler is when you have just like a pot of water. You got like a pot of water on the stove, and where could a person get these colorants from? So you can, of course, get anything on Amazon. But if you have a local like cake supply store in your city, you can definitely go to a cake supply store and support like mom and pop businesses, or you can order it on Amazon. A great place for any supply tools is, of course, Hobby Lobby, or you can go to Walmart and you can get these things, or you can also go to like Chef Master. This is just one brand. So Chef Master is this, the name of this brand. I can get supplies for you if you need some here in Albion. If you let me know what you need. Change the world. Consulting. So if you message me and you need some supplies, I can get the supplies for you. Yeah, so that's for the candy color. I know it's, like I said, lots of different brands that you can use. But I really like this one because look how bright the color is. I didn't have to add anything or take anything away from it. And like I said, you get so many varieties when you go on the website or you go to your local cake supply store and things like that. They always come with instructions of so like for the chocolate, make sure you do melt it in the intervals that it says, and try to melt it in something that is glass, because glass holds heat and it stays hot longer if it's in glass. But you can also do, if you have a you can also get like a chocolate melter if you do lots of dip treats. So you can use this for Oreos, you can use this for Oreos, you can use it for strawberries, of course you can use it for pretzels. I got a couple different things I use. The microwave, the double boiler, or you can use this. This is like a glorified wax melter. So like, you can also use a wax melter if you want to. If you want, you can see it's like on the inside of it, that's just all metal, and that metal part is what is staying warm, and that's what's melting your chocolate. So this is supposed to have a handle on it around here. So if you get a brand new one, it's going to have a handle on it, but because I use mine so much, this is kind of where we are, and I broke the handle. But that means I'm getting good use out of it, so that's a great thing. One thing I know that people may have trouble with is getting their chocolate to be like a smooth consistency. So one thing that you can do if you are having a hard time making your chocolate be consistently smooth, is you can use these things called Paramount crystals. And what it is basically like dry oil or like solidified oil. So it's palm kernel oil and soy. I'll dump some on here to kind of show you guys what they look like. So if I ever melt my chocolate too much, which I have done before, I would use these crystals to get it back to like a smooth consistency. So this is how they look. And then when you put these into your chocolate, they melt. Obviously, if your chocolate is warm, or some people, I've seen them melt them into oil and then put them into your chocolate. But I like to put them into mine because sometimes I let the chocolate get too hot, and if I don't want it to burn, then I put some of those in, or I put in a couple of the same color chocolate to bring the temperature down. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is when we are about to dip the chocolate. So I use either these longer toothpicks, or I use some 6-inch skewers to put into the chocolate, so that when I dip them, I'm trying to get my hand all covered in all of the chocolate. So what you do is you just insert it right into the middle and just push it down. And you want to gather the leaves back before you dip the chocolate. So we're going to get these all ready so that we can get ready to dip them into the chocolate. How do you know if your chocolate has burned? So if your chocolate has burned, it'll be like any other, basically any other thing that burned. You'll get the, it'll change color, and then it'll have that, like that burnt smell to it. You'll definitely be able to know if your chocolate has burned. And you want to melt it to like 98 degrees. You don't want to go over like 105. And all chocolate is different because some of them can have higher burning temperatures. You just got to be careful when you're melting it. And remember, when you melt it in glass, then the glass stays hotter. That's why it's very important to take your chocolate out of the microwave when you are melting it in those intervals, and that you stir it. How long have you been doing this? So I've been baking for about 9 years. I officially started my business about 3 years ago. Well, it'll be 4 years this year. And I definitely think a beginner can do this, especially if you follow the tips that I've given you. Because I know some things that a lot of people said that they had struggled with was getting the chocolate smooth and getting it to the right temperature. And if you just got to make sure what it's called is tempered. You're tempering the chocolate. That's how you get it to the correct temperature. You want to make sure you temper the chocolate. And sometimes when your chocolate is too hot and your strawberries aren't room temperature, that's when you cause the chocolate to melt off of it, and it looks kind of like an elephant skin on the chocolate. Thank you very much. So let's get into a couple other things that we're gonna do with this chocolate. We got some sprinkles that we're gonna use. These are just little non-pearl sprinkles. So we're gonna use some of those. And of course, sprinkles are the fun part of making anything, because you can make it unique. We got some heart-shaped sprinkles. We're gonna use and then we also have some glitter. So with the glitter, all different color. Oh, keep losing the camera. So we got all different color glitter. This one is like a red color, and then this one is a gold color. So it's a couple different ways that you can put glitter onto strawberries, and I'll show you guys the different ways here in a minute. This is definitely a time where you can like be creative. You can add in lots of different things. You also have these sprinkles. It's like a sprinkle mix, so it has little hearts, different garages, and it has balls of chocolate in it. So that's a good variety that you can use. And I get sprinkles from lots of different places too. That's all of the different buns that I have. So let's start dipping these strawberries. So we're gonna use, not to trash it. So I showed you that some of them were chocolate, and also some of them were different sizes. So don't you feel more comfortable that some of them are chocolate and some of them are different sizes, Miss Ma'am? So we're gonna put our strawberries back on this napkin so that when we dip them, we have enough space on our parchment paper. Which is another important thing to have down is non-stick parchment paper when you are making chocolate covered strawberries. So our chocolate is tempered and we let it sit, so most of the bubbles have like risen up to the top. So what you want to do is you just want to pull the leaves back on the chocolate covered strawberries. And you want to hold your chocolate to one side. You want to dip it in. Now you want to cover all of the strawberry, because if you don't cover all of the strawberry, what can happen is it'll be like a little pocket and it'll spill out, and that's like sometimes you get like soggy chocolate covered strawberries when you are making them. And just hold it until it's no more, and then sit it down on the parchment paper. If you wanted to make like a bouquet of strawberries and you didn't want to have like that little foot at the bottom of it, you can definitely get a piece of styrofoam. You can take the piece of styrofoam and you can stick the toothpick into the end of the styrofoam, and that'll make your strawberry not have any shape at the bottom. But you definitely want to get the whole thing covered, and then you want to wipe off the excess. How long does chocolate covered strawberries last? So I was saying earlier, I know that people are going to get ready to start doing a lot of chocolate covered strawberries, and I believe that you should do them within the 24 hours before your client is going to come pick them up, because the chocolate strawberries can mold inside of the chocolate casing that you put around them. So you definitely want to have them done in the 24, no longer than the 24 hours before the client comes to pick them up. And I'm not putting any sprinkles on these, because a couple I'm gonna do a drizzle over them, and then the other ones we're gonna put the gold dusting on them. And so just want to make sure we get them all the way through. And it really helps to use the longer toothpicks and not the shorter one, because I would have been had chocolate all over my hand. And you can find those at any food store. Either the 6-inch skewers or just the longer toothpicks. You guys have any more questions? Definitely make sure you drain off that excess chocolate so that you don't have a big pool of chocolate under your strawberry. And also when you're shaking it, it will make any little bubbles pop. I don't have an ebook for chocolate covered strawberries yet, but I do have some ebooks on my website, and it's taylorskitchens.net. If you guys would like to check out the ebooks that I do have. I do a lot with cakes. So I have an ebook about simple syrup and how to not make dry cakes. So you can definitely check that out. And if you guys would like maybe like a checklist of what you learned today, you can definitely let me know in the comments, and I will put a checklist down in the comment section so that you can get one to use in the future. Just continue to cover the whole strawberry all the way up to the back of it. And I like this chocolate because it does dry pretty quickly. This one isn't dry all the way, but I did put it on parchment paper so you can kind of see that foot area right around here that I was talking about when you put it down on parchment paper versus putting the strawberry down onto a styrofoam block when you make it. Another thing that I did, normally when I had any type of like sprinkle that I'm using, I like to just take a peek of the parchment paper. Definitely like the parchment paper, but I don't want to run off that. Since we're going to be putting some sprinkles on a couple, I normally get a piece of parchment paper. How long do they take to dry? So we dipped these ones probably like a couple minutes ago, and they are dry already. And they don't have any cracks or anything because the chocolate was the right temperature. If your chocolate is too hot and they're all dry. If your chocolate was too hot and your strawberry was cold, sometimes that can cause cracks in your strawberry. But there's no cracks in the strawberry, and it's all completely covered and it's dry already. Normally white chocolate dries faster, but when you do them with milk chocolate, it takes a little longer to dry. Is it best to do this in a cool environment? Yes, it's definitely best to do this in a cool environment. And hello, Big Guy Journey. Yes, it is live. So we're gonna do a couple more of these strawberries. it's not dripping off anymore. We can add in our sprinkles. And I like to put them on one side of the design, or some people put them all over. I think it looks like on one side. And the reason I like to use parchment paper is because when I'm done, the sprinkles that dropped off, I could just dump them back into whatever container I put them in. So here's one with the sprinkles on it. Thank you, Tayana. And like I said, it's a lot of different colors and shapes of sprinkles that you can do, different designs that you can do. Sometimes I tap my hand like this so I don't shake the strawberry, because when you start shaking it like that, sometimes it could fall off into the chocolate, and then you have to go fishing the strawberry out of the chocolate. So if you tap your hand instead of instead of shaking the strawberry, then that'll be helpful, so it won't fall off of the stick that you are making your chocolate covered strawberries. So we're just gonna put a couple of hearts on this one. And there's so many different themes that you can do with chocolate covered strawberries. Some people even get edible images and put them on there. I've seen people do little diplomas when it's time for graduation season. So you can definitely just be creative, whatever you do. It's your design. Don't be afraid to be creative and use as many sprinkles as you want in your design. You can even do multicolored designs. I have a video on my channel, and it shows you how to do a marble strawberry. If you guys want to know how to do marble chocolate covered strawberries, it is really easy. In fact, I'll show you how to do one in a minute. So if you want to do a marbled strawberry, you just take another color and you just drizzle it over the one side, and then you take your strawberry. Make sure you pull the leaves back before you dip it, and then you just put it in, and it comes out with that marble design. And of course, when you do this, your your pink chocolate is going to get lighter. So if you don't want the streaks in it from the marble, make sure you just put it in another bowl. But it'll be all right. Just give us another shade of pink. Yep, so the chocolate is like the glue to holding the sprinkles on. That's why you want to do it before it dries all the way. If I try to put any sprinkles on the ones that we did in the beginning, they are too wet and they won't hold any sprinkles onto it. Out about that, so we can dip it again. But anyway, this is our marble strawberry. Of course, you can dip them. What is blue chocolate? What blue chocolate? You can get chocolate that's any color. I don't know if that means like a specific thing, but you can get chocolate in any color. Alright, so we're gonna put this back into our warmer because it's starting to get a little hard. As you can see, this is just like some excess chocolate that we wiped right here onto the side of the warmer. See, it got hard already. So you want to put it back on the warmer. If you were doing this and you didn't have a warmer, you just pop it into the microwave for like 15 seconds and let the chocolate start to melt again. All right, while we got that going on, I'm gonna work on drizzling some chocolate. So to drizzle the chocolate, you can do a couple of different things. You can either use a piping bag, or you can use like a regular Ziploc bag. And you just cut off one end and then drizzle chocolate with chocolate. And we're gonna make sure we use this same piece of parchment paper, especially if you are trying to drizzle some chocolate that is a different color. You want to make sure you do it over the parchment paper, or you want to do it over the same colored chocolate that you're drizzling. Have you ever made chocolate covered grapes? No, I haven't ever made chocolate covered grapes. It actually sounds good, but I never made it before. I've seen a lot of people do the candied grapes. I never made those before either. I have made caramel. It seems similar. So we're just gonna take some of the chocolate, put it into the bag. And to try not to waste any, I normally just put it towards the corner, and I want that I'm gonna use to drizzle the chocolate. Got our chocolate. Just gonna close the bag up and go grab some scissors. I'll be right back. wrap. So we got the scissors and we got a paintbrush, because the paintbrush is how we're gonna put on the sparkle luster dust. That's what it's called. So you want to just cut like a really small hole, because you remember, however big the hole is, that's how big the drizzle is going to be. And then just cut a little small hole. And then we're just going to take our cup and we're going to just test out our drizzle. So all of these strawberries that we have done so far are dry. So we're just going to go back and forth in a steady motion. And that's how we put the drizzle on the chocolate. And I like to drizzle them from the bottom to the top. And right now, since this chocolate is dry, you can put your finger like behind it to stabilize it so it doesn't move everywhere when you are doing the chocolate covered strawberries. There'll also be a good time to add in more sprinkles if you want to. So we can put on a couple of the little hearts. And this way you can put them more of like a placed area instead of just like random when you're putting them on when you dip the whole thing in chocolate. So that's one. And first you can use any of the different sprinkles that you chose. You can put on some of our other sprinkles. So you can do different designs. You can have like a variety and look like you did a lot of work to really use the two different colors and the sprinkles, and obviously, you know, some creativity to get this done. So another thing that's you can do when you are going to put on. So the most requested color, it just depends on like what theme you're going for. But some people around this time do like the bumblebee theme, and then they have like the black and yellow, and then some people want like traditional like chocolate with just a chocolate drizzle, and then other people, they just want regular simple colors. You just gotta like allow people to be creative, or if you have a specific thing that you want to do, you can always definitely add themes to your treats and to your sales at different times of year, and it helps people to just narrow it down. But a lot of people get chocolate covered strawberries for people's birthdays. They also get them for Valentine's Day, like I said earlier. So it just kind of depends on what you want to get out of it. Our handy dandy piece of parchment. So one thing that I do sometimes is I get a little bit of shortening, and I rub the shortening onto the chocolate covered strawberry, just like a really thin, small amount. You can barely even see it. but this helps the sprinkle, the luster dust, the glitter, stick to the strawberries. So that's another tip for you if you ever want to use. You want to make really, really shiny chocolate covered strawberries. Get a little tiny bit of that shortening and rub it on the strawberry, and then you'll have your luster dust stick to it really good. And of course, tap off the excess. Just a really, really little tiny bit. You can barely see it on my finger. You don't want people to taste it, but it does help the luster dust stick to the chocolate better. Of course, I'm not going to put it on the bottom, but you want to get it all over the strawberry, and then tap your hand, not the strawberry, and you have a really shiny chocolate covered strawberry. Sparkly. Imagine getting like a box full of those, and they look really pretty. So luster dust is an edible glitter. Do not go get regular glitter and give it to people. Get edible glitter. That's, you can make somebody sick. Make sure it's edible. And of course, I'm using a piece of parchment to be able to easily put the rest of the luster dust back into the tin. So again, you're just gonna get a little tiny bit of shortening. Make sure you cover the whole strawberry. And these sprinkles aren't gonna go anywhere that's on it, obviously, because we put them on with the chocolate, and the chocolate is like glue. So we're just gonna do another one. And you can do it, say you want to do them like halfway. Some people do like a Minnie Mouse or a Mickey Mouse thing, and they do it halfway, and then you could take the chocolate and put it across. That can be another design that you do. So it's like halfway. You can use your creativity. Just do as much as you want or as little as you want. I'm happy you told me. Don't get the Dollar Tree glitter and put it on nobody's food that they about to eat. People, okay? I am happy I said that as well. Yes, this is edible glitter. It costs more, but it's pretty, and nobody's gonna get sick from it. You can also get that at your like local cake supply store. We're gonna do one more with this glitter. This is one that I got from the Berry Patch Sweet Shop. You want to make sure you see that it says non-toxic. Okay, get non-toxic glitter. Do not get any glitter that can make people sick. And since we're doing another color, we're just gonna flip this one over, and I'm gonna pick another one of these, and I'm just gonna do, say I want it to be where the marble is. And put the luster dust right there, and then you can have a streak So you got the marble effect, and then you got the luster dust, and then you got the... So it's so many different designs that you can do. You know, just be creative. Yes, we would love a downloadable checklist with ingredients and steps for the process. Read and learn. I can definitely provide that for you. Get this glitter back in here. I really love these two. And I'll also put a code in the description if you want to get some luster dust from this company. You can use my code, and then you'll be able to pick up some non-toxic glitter. Okay, non-toxic glitter. All right, so the last thing we're going to talk about is packaging. Obviously, you can do lots of things as far as like packaging goes. The one thing I was telling you guys about earlier is to make sure that you cover your strawberries all the way, because if you don't cover them all the way, sometimes you can get and then you do them like far in advance, you can get the strawberries to they will leak. And then when they leak, they cause your box to be all like soggy. It's not really cute. So definitely don't do that. So I'm going to show you what I use. So this is the box. This is the box that I'm going to use to put these chocolate covered strawberries in. So it's just like a standard box. I normally get these from like Uline or from Amazon. And it's already pre-marked and scored. So you just fold it over. Where those lines are, and then you put the box together. Of course, you want it to like stand out. So it's a couple different things that you can do. This box is for cupcakes, so you can either use the cupcake liner, and you can take your strawberries and you can put them inside a cupcake liner. So when I do chocolate covered strawberries, I normally do them for $25 for a dozen. Let me just push these back. I'm going to show you two different ways that you can do it. So like I said, this box is just for a standard 6-pack of cupcakes, but I'm going to use them for chocolate covered strawberries. And I like to use the liners because it makes your strawberries not spill all around when you go to deliver them, and they look like really pretty. So you just take this liner and then you place it inside the box. And then you get cupcake liners, and then you put the cupcake liner inside for each one. Send me a link to I want the digital download. Well, I definitely don't feel like it hurts the prices. Um, it could if you can't find good strawberries, because normally you have to get like 2 or 3 packs of strawberries, and then when you end up getting 2 or 3 packs of strawberries, and you can only use, say, like 5 or 6 strawberries out of each package, then it can get like pricey. But that's a good margin for me. Of course, every treat maker is different, and I know everybody's prices. So if you need help with pricing or things like that, I can definitely help you. But I know for me, I have a formula that I use. Hello, Doris. I have a formula that I use for pricing, and so the margin for me is really good. So let me grab the cupcake liners so I can show you guys how to package them in the box. So there are different types of cupcake liners that you can use. So these ones are for the mini cupcakes, and they fit them really good. And as you can see, these ones are foil liners, and these are the ones that I use when I am making my chocolate covered strawberries, so they don't be soggy at the bottom. And then these ones are regular paper liners. Treat business, could you help with that? And how could we get a hold of you? Yes, if somebody wants to start their own treat business, I can definitely help with that. I also have a podcast, and it's called Tamla and Taylor's Treat Talk Tuesday. For my co-host Tamla, we teach home bakers how to start their treat making business and also how to expand it. So I don't know if Tamla is still in here, but you can definitely drop a link in the chat to our podcast. So I'm going to use these larger cupcake liners, and I'm going to use the foil ones. And so you just place it inside the circle that's for each one where they go. And then you take the strawberry and you just slide it. You take the strawberry and then you just place it inside and pull the toothpick out. So I'll show you how it looks with the larger ones, and then I'll show you how it looks with the smaller ones. So when you use the smaller cupcake liners, it definitely makes it look like fuller, like you got a bigger strawberry. So you just decide which one you want to use. I'll show you 3 with the big size, and then I'll show you 3 with the small. You can take the toothpick and just push the leaves back down. And it's really simple. Just sit in there and then you could pull the toothpick out. You don't even have to touch it anymore. And you can get like really creative. You can offer different things with this. You can offer like fresh roses, or you can offer some people like to do like small bottles of like wine, or you can do lots of different things. So this is how it looks for the half dozen of chocolate covered strawberries. You can see the ones in the back look like they're a lot fuller because of the smaller cupcake liner, and the ones with the bigger one, they look like you got skimped on some strawberries. So definitely decide which one you're going to do when you're making this. And you can also do these without the liner, but I just think it looks a lot prettier with the liner. And then the last thing, well, I do a couple more things before I send it out. But if I was getting ready to send this out, I would definitely close up the box. And I would just add some things for like branding purposes. So I would add some kind of ribbon around the box. And I like to put it off to like one side so you can see. So you can see what's in the box. And when you put your ribbon on, make sure you do the shiny side up. Because it's like a shiny side and then it's like a dull side. That, and you put a bow. Oh, thanks, Tim, for dropping the link to our podcast. You cut it off. Have a bow, and then you can add some stickers for your business. And then, of course, you can add like a food label. So this is what it would look like. And it's lots of different ribbon you can use, lots of different sprinkles and tools, all kind of stuff that you can use when you are making your chocolate covered strawberries. So you said upon request you can add other things in the cupcake liners, right? Yeah, so like you can add in not strawberries. Well, you can add in other chocolate covered treats. Like for instance, I have a variety box, and in the variety box you can get pretzels, cookies, cupcakes, chocolate covered strawberries, and you can get all that for $40. But you can see like all of the different like combinations on my website. It's www.taylorskitchens.net. And so you can get lots of different things. Sometimes I have like little stuffed bears that I offer with them, or you can do different roses, false roses, or real roses. Just kind of depends on what you would like to do. One thing that I did not show you guys is these little chocolate molds. So you can put some chocolate in here and it'll set in the freezer, and you can pop these out and you can add different things to your chocolate covered strawberries as well. So like these ones are shaped like roses, but I've done like Alice in Wonderland themed cake pops and different things like that, and I got those molds. I've even used them for things like hair care themed chocolate covered strawberries. So I got the little molds and I use like different brushes and things like that. So you can use this for a variety of things. So let me know if you guys have any more questions. Thank you once again, Tamala, for dropping the link to our Facebook group. If anybody is a treat maker or would like to become a treat maker, we have lots of information on our podcast, Tamala and Taylor's Treat Talk Tuesday. When is my next live? Well, I'm definitely going to be doing this frequently. I'm going to try to do one at least every couple of weeks. So if you guys have any suggestions on something you would like to learn, definitely drop it down in the comment section. Let me know if you have any topics you would want to know more about as far as treat makers. So the cost of a box of chocolate covered strawberries is $25 for a dozen. Or I have some, say you have like big events I have different price points, and I have different treats that you can bundle together. Because I know most times people, they may not want just chocolate covered strawberries. If they're doing like an event, they may want a treat table and like a cake. So that's also a option for anybody who would like to do that. Thank you. And once again, you can definitely check that out at my website. So I didn't put the website on there, but I can definitely put it in the comments. I think a live about your most used gadgets for treat making will be beneficial. Yeah, that definitely would. I know we used a couple different things to make these chocolate covered strawberries, but I try to use like stuff that's like as basic as possible. You know, if you have some parchment paper, a lot of things you can definitely get from like Dollar Tree or Walmart. Just you want to be like cost effective, or you can order everything from a cake supplier. So definitely we'll get you guys that checklist, and we will also think about doing a live about the most used gadgets for treat making. So if you guys don't have any more questions, we're gonna hop off of this live, and make sure you tell me how I did down in the comments below. If you had any of my treats before, make sure you tell everybody how wonderful they are in this video. And we hope that you have a blessed evening, and I will see you guys all very, very soon. All right, have a great night, guys. Bye. Have a good night too.